Hey guys, pardon me. So today's video is kind of a combination Reiki herbalist video. So we are doing the Bach Remedies, Dr. Edward Bach. So Dr. Edward Bach was this really great healer. He was a homeopathic doctor. He had traditional medical training. He also had homeopathic training. He invented 7 homeopathic vaccines, oral vaccines. These vaccines clean your gut completely. And I highly recommend this to anybody who's recovered from trauma, who's recovering from any of the big baddies, alcoholism, opioids, all of those guys, because your gut just is destroyed from all the trauma, the stress, and the drug use, the alcoholism, all of that. And with the bad gut comes bad health in general because there is a gut access to every system in your body. Need healthy gut. So anyway, the box nosodes, Nosodes, or the vaccines, they clean out the gut completely because the gut, when it's clean, gives you a really healthy body. I'm gonna flip over to my notes. Okay, so the 7 Bach nosodes, and we're studying Bach today because we've been going really along the lines of vibrational healing. We're getting ready. We're now getting into our Celtic Reiki. We're doing our Grand Master. I'm going to do some sound baths on here very soon for you folks. And the Bach remedies are very much about vibration, vibrating with nature, vibrating with these plants, and allowing those vibrations to work with your body. They're not meant to be used instead of conventional medicine. They're used as complementary medicine. Um, so Bach, one of his quotes was, "Health is the complete and full union between soul, mind, and body." So he got that. And this is not a difficult ideal to attain, but one so easy and natural that many of us have overlooked. Kind of along the lines of you can't see the forest for the trees. Bach died relatively young. He was 50 when he died. So he was an English physician who became increasingly dissatisfied with conventional medical systems of treatments and went on to study immunology. He was more interested in the people he treated than the diseases and concluded that with the illness, personality is more important than symptoms and should be considered in determining the treatment. Right? Like before, doctors used to go, "Hey, so I get you don't feel good. What have you been eating? What have you been doing? Has anything been happening in your life? How much have you been smoking? How much have you been drinking? Let's jump on the scale, see how much you're weighing. How much exercise have you been getting? Is there anything that's causing you stress?" These used to be pretty commonplace questions. I actually remember these questions being asked of parents and grandparents when I was a small child, so they're not that far off. Now they don't care. They list things on a paper, and if you don't hit something in this thing, you're good. Whatever. Here's your pill for your symptom. Right? I got a headache. Here's an aspirin. Why do you have a headache though? I mean, all right. So while working at the London Homeopathic Hospital, Dr. Bach merged the earlier principles of homeopathy of Dr. Samuel Hahnemann with his own knowledge of traditional medicine to develop the 7 Bach nosodes. These, like we said, were oral vaccines which cleanse the intestinal tract with excellent effects on the general health. So then let's see, the 38 remedies. He's got 38 remedies in all. There are being true, he divided the 38 remedies into 7 categories, which embody essential conflicts, which inhibit us from being true to ourselves. These categories are fear, uncertainty, loneliness, insufficient interest in present circumstances, oversensitivity to influence and ideas, despondency or despair, and overcare or for the welfare of others. It means you put so much care and effort into what others their health that you allow yours to fall by the wayside. Within each of those categories, there are specific forms that can be treated with one or more remedies, such as fear in the form of terror, everyday fears, fear of losing one's mind, etc. Bach's book and others contain descriptions of the remedies. We're going to go through. This is not going to be my only video. I'm going to do this video and 2 more on the Bach remedies so that you know how to prepare them. I am going to throw up a slide at the end with the 38 remedies listed. So there are 38 remedies and then one rescue remedy. You may have heard of rescue remedy. Once the recipes I'm going to show you 2 are mother remedies, and then they get way, 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 way diluted. Did I say they get way diluted? They do. All right, let me scroll through. I've got notes on a couple of different pages over here. Da 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 da. Okay, so the remedies are divided as 12 healers, 7 helpers for those 12 healers, a second set of 19 healers, and a first aid rescue remedy. Rescue remedy is comprised of cherry plum, clematis, impatiens, rock rose, and the Star of Bethlehem. Rock rose is very, very, very helpful for those who have severe anxiety, fear, and stress. I'm just going to throw that out there for you for any of those of you that work with people in high trauma like I do. Though that is going to be an amazing one for you to get to mix in. I would definitely work on getting some rock rose so you can work on your mother mixture. Uh, okay, that nothing on that notes that I didn't already tell you because I've like got these notes so mixed up in my heads. Yeah, he was a bacteriologist and a pathologist and a physician. Each remedy is associated with a basic human emotion. Mimulus, for example, is when we're anxious or afraid about something specific. Like if you are afraid of taking a test, Mimulus would be great for you to just take a little drops over. And the thing is, these are all water. They're all so diluted into water, you cannot overdose on them. I mean, you can literally take the whole bottle of the remedy and drink that bad boy. You're not going to overdose on it. You might get really sleepy, but you're not going to overdose on any of the herbs. These are energetic healings. All right, we're back. Making remedies is a simple process, doesn't require special prep or special abilities. All that is needed is a willingness, understanding, sunshine, water, and the right plant on the right day, as well as that intention. Don't forget that intention. We've talked about water memory before, and there is nothing more important in a water healer than that water memory. So if you're doing these Bach remedies, these beautiful water remedies, and you're having a crappy day, step away from your remedies. Step away from them because that water in those remedies is going to hold that memory of you having a crappy day. And the people that you're trying to heal don't need your crappy day. So step away from it, heal yourself, then come back and imbue that with that beautiful love and say, look, I'm sorry for my earlier whatever, and get rid of that memory in that water if you happen to be around them while you're having your crappy day. Um, let's see. Obvious reasons people find it easier just to go buy things. You know, that's actually why we ended up with so many pharmaceuticals, is because people got tired of mixing 62 herbs together when they could take one little pill. The problem with that is they generally pick the thing that is the easiest and not the thing that is the best. Okay, so the artisanal picking of wildflowers. In a healthy environment, all wildflowers are hand-picked that are free from any industrial or animal pollution. When you're picking your flowers, you want to make sure that you have nice, pretty flowers. Pick them very carefully, and then before you do your preparation, you're going to get all that green off. So keep that in mind when you're picking it. If you find a manner in picking that where you can leave that green there. You want beautiful, mature, but not overly mature flowers. Strict respect of the sun method or boiling process. And like I said, there are going to be 2 processes, and we'll get to those in the next 2 videos on the Bach remedies. The next 2 videos will not be Bach remedies. The next one following this will either be the sound bath for the solstice, or it'll be the Celtic symbol Orm. So the sun method is suitable for the annual flowers, fragile, and allows a slow diffusion of their active ingredients without degradation of the flower and the power of the flower themselves. Boiling is the other method that's suitable for flowers from the perennial family, most usually the woody, the shrubs, and the trees, the ones that really need that, hey, give me some help with this vibrational healing here. And then they'll, you know, release their little powers and go, okay, buddy, I'm here for you. And then after that, what you'll do is you'll end up adding a natural preservative or 40% or brandy. So at 1 to 250, okay, 1 to 250, your flowers are diluted with brandy and water. So you will take 125 milliliters of brandy, 125 milliliters of water, and 1 drop of your mother thing, for a bottle of medicine. How cool is that, right? Look at how many people you'll be able to heal with just one trip to the wildflowers, one trip to hiking, one trip to that area that you know you saw these things. It's also going to be very difficult for a lot of people to find some of these flowers, like rock rose, I know is very specific, grows in very specific areas. So things like that you will have to probably purchase from other people. Maybe do a trade for something that is indigenous to your area. Find a healer that's in the area with flowers that you need that you cannot get. See if you can work out some type of a trade. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video on the history of the Bach Remedies. We will be getting 2 more videos on this, and like I said, the next 2 videos will be a Celtic Reiki video and a sound bath. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you'd like to see more, and I do a lot of Reiki videos, please hit that subscribe button for me, and until next time, Namaste and Sat Nam.